right, Damian Mitchell here with Tribune Sports Live, here with the head coach of Hewitt-Trussville Huskies, Coach Josh Floyd. Coach Floyd, it's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, great. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. As you know, the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies are entering into the 2018 season as ranked one of the top teams in the state. How do you feel with as far as the new relocation of the region, and y'all playing more Birmingham area? So how do you feel going into this new region that your team can fare and shape up in this region?
Sure, well, it's something we're excited about. I think our kids are really pumped up about it just because they know a lot of these guys. I mean, they're friends with a lot of these kids, or they go to church with them or whatever. So I think that's something that they're excited about. It's great for our fans. Our fans we have great fans, and I think we have some of the best fans in the state. And they've traveled up to Huntsville for 2 years in a row. We've been going 2 hours plus for a region game and coming back late at night, and so we've had great crowds from that standpoint. But I know they're a lot more pumped up about driving 20-30 minutes down the road and playing some great teams.
And Hewitt-Trussville, they have you've had 2 regular season undefeateds, and you get into the playoffs and you don't quite make it as far as you can. What do you think going into the 2018 season will be the deciding factor also, or I guess you would say the motivation going into the 2018 season as far as getting over that hump in the playoffs? Sure,
I mean, that's definitely our goal, and like everybody, we want to end up winning a championship, and that's something that we want to achieve. I think it's something we just have to have the mindset to get better every single day, though. And that's something I tell our guys all the time. You get better, you get worse every day, and I think if you're too worried about the future and looking down the road, then I think you end up developing bad habits. And so all we try to do is worry about today, and and I think if we can do that, if we can keep coming together as a team and come together as a family, and guys that love each other and care about each other and care about their teammates, and so I think if we can get that, then I would consider that a successful season, and we'll let it end up however it ends up. So.
Okay, and you brought your quarterback and your offensive lineman, Pierce Quick and Paul Tyson. How do you think that going into their senior year, as far as leadership, how do you think their impact on the team will have going into the 2018 season?
Well, I think they definitely have a huge impact on our team. Starting with Pierce, I mean, he's a guy that's a 4-year starter for us now. He started some games as a freshman, and so he's been through the battles. He's a big-time recruit and everything. But at the end of the day, he's just been a good leader for us for 4 years. He does a great job being vocal. He's definitely one of our vocal leaders, and so I tell our guys every year we're only going to go as far as our senior class takes us, and so I think we're fortunate to have some really good seniors. We got 23 guys that I'm really excited about. That I think are going to do a great job leading. But Paul, obviously at quarterback, anytime you have a returning quarterback, that's a big weapon for you. And last year was the first time he had really played varsity football. So he had a great season last year, but I think he's had a great offseason. He's gotten bigger, gotten stronger, gotten faster. And so another year in the system, all those type of things, all those things help. And so I can't wait to see what these guys do.
Yes, sir. As you heard it from here himself, Coach Josh Floyd, the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies are indeed ready for the 2018 season. Coach, we appreciate you for your time.
Thank you, man.
And you have a wonderful day.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. With Damian Mitchell here with Tribune Sports Live, I am here with the quarterback of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies, Paul Tyson. Paul, pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Exactly. Well, as you know, y'all have had 2 10-win regular seasons, undefeated. What is going to be the biggest factor mentally and physically to get y'all over the hump as far as finishing in the playoffs? And every team has their dream of winning the blue map. So what is Hewitt-Trussville's mindset going into the 2018 season?
This year we really know that the blue map is the goal. Every single one of our teammates, that's what we know. But honestly, the goal is for us is just to take it slowly, one step at a time. I mean, one summer work at a time, everything. And I think over the past 2 years we probably looked ahead a little bit too much, and to know that who we had in the next round or something like that. We just need to say, hey, let's settle down and let's take one step at a time.
And as a quarterback, you have weapons all over the field, and the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies are loaded with talent. Does your job as a quarterback become easy when you have people like Jalen Worsham to throw to, or Javaris Johnson to throw to? Does it make your job as a quarterback easy as far as passing the ball and running the ball in the with the backfield as well?
Right, no doubt. I mean, honestly, just my role is really not that hard, just to get the ball to playmakers. Coach Floyd's going to put me in a great opportunity to be successful, and with the O-line that we have and how good they protect, that honestly it just makes it easier just to either hand the ball off or just get it to a playmaker and get it out of my hands as soon as I can, because they're going to do the magic.
I got you. Well, as you know, Paul is committed to the University of Alabama. How does someone with your background as far as your lineage with the University of Alabama, how does someone like you balance, Paul Tyson as a quarterback and as Paul Tyson as, Bear Bryant's grandson? How do you handle that pressure?
Really, I guess I've had that all my life, just to know that he's been in my life, and so honestly, I've just put that aside, and to know that, I mean, yes, it's something special and a big honor, and I've always looked up to him, in everything that I do, but really, it's just to not worry about it and just go out there and ball, I guess.
Exactly. Well, there you go. Heard from Paul Tyson himself. One more question: if you, as every quarterback and every football player, has someone they look up to, who do you mold your game after?
Who I mold my game after, I'd say, honestly, who I think is the GOAT himself is Tom Brady. I mean, he's the best quarterback I've seen in my era, just being able to watch, and the fact how he leads his team and what he does on the field and off. And honestly, it'd just be something to a goal to reach, I guess, if you will, and just to know how good he is and how I can mold my game after him.
And as back to Alabama, Nick Saban, he is the quintessential, the coach of the University of Alabama. And how's Nick Saban talked to you as far as, your expectations, everything when you go back in after high school?
Right. He just wants me to keep working in high school and come up to Alabama and be ready to compete, and to know that that I'll always have a chance, and then that he's going to give me a fair shot no matter what. And if that means redshirting or not redshirting, whatever it is, just to know that I'm going to be up there just to help Alabama the best way I can.
All right, there you go. You heard from Paul Tyson himself, the quarterback of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies. And Paul, we appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. All right, we're here with Pierce Quick, offensive lineman for the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies. Pleasure having you, Pierce.
Nice to be on here.
All right, as you know, Hewitt-Trussville, y'all have had 2 undefeated regular seasons. What do you think is going to be the key factor this year as far as getting Hewitt-Trussville over that hump?
I think the key factor this year is going to be coming together as a team. It's just going to be how we do as a team. Like, every single year we've had athletes. Like, that's never been a problem. We always have the athletes, but this year I feel like it's a certain type of chemistry that we haven't had in the past. Like, everybody hangs out more. Like, everybody's just so close. It's more of a family than just a team.
Exactly, and that family aspect, you can tell on by the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies that they are indeed one of the top teams in this state. And as you know, y'all are entering into a new region. How do you feel about the pressures and everything, as far as y'all playing guys that you may know here in local Birmingham? So just talk about the relocation of the new region.
So honestly, I don't feel like it's as much pressure. Like, I love it. Like, I'm so happy to be back in this region, just because we brought a ton of people to Huntsville, like, as a crowd. So I mean, I know going to Hoover, Spain Park, Mountain Brook, we're gonna load it up, and it's just gonna be so much fun playing against guys that I grew up with. Like, I have multiple friends from all those schools, and that's gonna be fun to go out there and show them what's up.
Exactly. And Pierce, as we all know, is one of the best offensive linemen in the state, not only the state but also the nation. And he is committed to the University of Alabama. And Pierce, could you talk to me about the recruiting process, and as far as representing the Alabama Crimson Tide as far as 2019 is concerned?
So the recruiting process, it's been a lot of fun, and to be committed to Alabama is literally a childhood dream come true. That's what I grew up watching ever since I was 3 years old. I've been watching Alabama football, going to games, and so now people always ask me, is it tough recruiting and stuff like that? And I just speak the truth. I love it. To be called the lead recruiter and stuff like that, it's an honor. Honestly, it's an honor.
All right, you heard it from Pierce Quick himself, one of the offensive linemen of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies. Pierce, we appreciate your free time. You have a good one.
You too.